Okay. Alright, I almost messed up. Daily death. New daily death. Oh. Okay, so I didn't need to jump on so fast. Messed up yesterday. Should have got on earlier, so I have Sunday's daily death. Now we're gonna wait till midnight. Kind of rushed getting on, so I didn't have everything ready. Pumpkin thing isn't happening tonight. It's gonna be happening tomorrow, day stream. So what I was doing, getting ready, taking way too long. Oh, hold on. I gotta see if it's game capturing. Test a wave, and if it hasn't started capturing this game yet, I know something's wrong. Oh, nope, there it is. We're good. Alright, so I've gotten most of the front moves. I just get these last 4 front moves. Actually, last 3, because special is a tombstone. Don't do that. Do rear moves. And then ground moves. I don't think it's too many. Yeah, 6. Trying to keep it stuff Jason has done or would do. And if you're here, in the description, there's a link if you have PayPal. You can donate to Tuesday's Children. Give you a little quick read. So, Tuesday's Children provides a lifetime of healing for families who have been forever changed by terrorism, military conflict, or mass violence through a time-tested, long-term approach. Tuesday's Children programming serves and supports our nation's military and families of the fallen, building resilience and common bonds in communities worldwide recovering from tragedies, the promise to support all those impacted by Tuesday, September 11th. Do that. There we go. Alright, so let's finish Jason. Watch a Tuesday's Children video. Do the daily death. And say this, that's Jason. Alright, so I gotta figure out the last one. I may have wanted to save some. That sounds so good. Yeah, he wouldn't. Except for jumping up on him. I don't know what the momentum is. Is that... hammerlock suplex or a glitch? I don't know if Jason has done it yet, but blah, 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 blah. We're going to catch up on the daily death on Wednesday. We'll do a kind of late Wednesday stream. It'll start on like 11 and go till past 11, 12, and then we can do both daily death. And then the Halloween one, which we've had done technically, the Halloween one's going to be late, for sure. And we'll do the last daily death, technically, on November 1st, but it'll be 13 of the Friday the 13 days of Halloween. Running. On the double tumble, yeah, I have. Really, what is get to the back. Oh. Good front moves. We have to do these rear moves. Have a back choke. I mean, how can you get them to let's do the death clutch. I mean, it would do except for it wouldn't. Go down with him. One-winged angel. No. Really doesn't seem to get down any of the movements. Doesn't want to. Skull Crusher. Skull Crushing finale. Ziplash. Oh. Rear special. Let's think of what the rear special. Maybe the rear special should be the death clutch. Let's do that. I want that to be sleeper. And well, that's attack. One. Pick center. Pick. Oh, like a pickup attack. genital mutilation is. Yeah, maybe if he didn't go down with it. Refresh my phone. And the chat on. There we go. That is on. What is tie on? Oh, that's one for tag. Look at these real quick. They're pretty much the same thing. Yeah, looks like it. Alright. I wish they had the heads spell crush. A front choke, okay. Sleeper hold and torture rack. I need 4 more. Plus these. Corner. Rear flying. Okay, so guys, not looking. Jason's flying for somebody. Skull Crusher kind of sounds good. That would work. Okay. Super. To the running. Nope. Okay. Into my pad. The head. Healing. Hmm. Hold on. Like Bac2Bragg Calf Crusher, Clothes Guard. Jeez. Alright, his moves are all done. Relation, he has none. Wrestling school, wrestler, manager, referee, co-ed champ, undergraduate champion, postgraduate, or heel. I wish they didn't. They had something in the middle, but yeah, he's a heel. Northeast U.S. in honor of the person that said, what is this? A costume somehow. Jason's a Deadite. I mean, he is connected with the Necronomicon. And we're ready to go with him. Oh, shoot. Oh, well. Yeah, hold on a second. You guys want some music? There we go, rush shirt. We'll do some music. Well, I should have been doing music while I did this. Now everything else has, has, uh, there we go. There's his referee outfit. Alright, let's do a Tuesday's Children video. In fact, let's go be disappointed. Look at who's donated. How much. So again, update. We still have $120 pledged from two pledgers, but they haven't pledged. I know them both. They haven't actually donated yet because they don't have PayPal. I told them I would get my PayPal, try to get my PayPal back up because it's locked for some reason. And then they give me the money, I'll donate, and they'll be entered. I need to do that next couple days. They'll be entered to win the mystery prize. There's a mystery prize if you donate, by the way. Please no more pledges, and also have PayPal. And so we're at $120 with pledges. So far, I haven't checked yet. We have no actual donations. And right now, we are now still at no donations. So, yeah. Hurrah. Oh, actually close the screen that has the, man, I am not on it. Screen that's supposed to have, excuse me, the screen that is supposed to have Tuesday's Children ready, I accidentally shut. Oh, you know what? I guess I'm on the screen that shouldn't be on the screen anymore. It's not Flashback Friday, and I had that for like, well, I didn't have it yet Saturday because um, we were doing the F40 radio music stream that was on F40 radio. They didn't have nothing. They said they had a bunch of stuff prepared, and then when they relogged in or reopened, it was all gone. Okay. Let's pull that up, shall we? Oh my gosh. Pulls up a Tuesday's Children video for us. From 9 years ago. This one's from like the 14th anniversary of 9/11. That. Boom. There it is. Whoop. There it is. Shut up. There we go. Let's play that and learn a little bit more about Tuesday's Children. Is there sound?
You're watching Time Warner Cable News New York 1 all morning. And now, here's a look at what's happening in your neighborhood.
Family members who make the trip into the city every September 11th will once again be at the ceremony this year, taking part for some and just observing for
I don't
others.
know why there's not sound.
Americans, Vivian Lee joined us more with that. Hi, Vivian.
That's showing sound.
Good morning, Pat, and good morning, everyone. We're standing here at the corner of Liberty and Church Streets in Lower Manhattan, right beside the gate where the families who lost loved ones on 9/11 will be entering throughout this morning to attend the ceremony down at the memorial. I'm joined now by Jessica Waring, who lost her father 14 years ago. I'm very sorry for that. We're also joined by Terry Sears, who's the executive director.
Watching Time Warner Cable News New York 1 all morning. And now, here's a look at what's happening in your neighborhood.
Family members who make the trip into the city every September 11th will once again be at the ceremony this year, taking part for some and just observing for others. New York's Vivian Lee joined us more with that. Hi, Vivian.
Good morning, Pat, and good morning, everyone. We're standing here at the corner of Liberty and Church Streets in Lower Manhattan, right beside the gate where the families who lost loved ones on 9/11 will be entering throughout this morning to attend the ceremony down at the memorial. I'm joined now by Jessica Waring, who lost her father 14 years ago. I'm very sorry for that. We're also joined by Terry Sears, who's the executive director of Tuesday's Children. And Jessica, I wanted to start off with you. I know that 14 years ago seems like a long time ago, but can you tell me what it was like for you that day and how you've managed your grief and your sorrow in the years since?
Sure. Every day, every September 11th, I replay every second. I remember everything I did that day in the order that it happened. So this day, it's like opening a closed wound or a wound that has had a Band-Aid on it for 14 years. It never goes away. That morning, I was contacted, or I realized my dad was in the building, got in touch with my mother, and we proceeded to go to pick up my 3 younger sisters at their schools and tell them Dad's in the building. And since then, we've been very fortunate in that our family is amazing and super supportive, and to deal with the grief of this tragic loss. My dad was our everything. To deal with it, our family has just kept his spirit and memory alive. What I really appreciated over the years is my mother with playing home videos, looking at pictures, telling stories. So that's what has done it, and that shaped me. And at this point, I'm comfortable and I'm ready to give back and help others who may have experienced a similar loss. So that's how I've dealt with it over the years.
Sounds like you have a remarkable family.
They're great, yeah.
And you joined up with an excellent organization, too. Terry, can you tell us more about Tuesday's Children, how you've worked with Jessica to provide programming for victims of terrorism around the world?
So Tuesday's Children started to help the 3,051 children who lost a parent on 9/11. Jess was one of our first participants in our mentoring program. And just to show you how far Jess has come, she's applying to become a mentor herself for the youngest kids. So we see the older 9/11 children helping the youngest, who are only 13 and 14 right now. The organization has evolved. We have an international program for victims of terrorism called Project Common Bomb. We've brought children together from 22 nations, and that was initiated by the 9/11 children. We also do leadership and mentoring and career resource center and a lot of different programs. We hear from the kids what they need, and we provide it.
Terry Sears and Jessica Waring, thank you so much for giving just a little snapshot into how one can move forward, if not find complete closure, but certainly find support among others who have experienced the same grief. Pat, back to you.
Okay, Vivian, thank you.
Watch one more, shall we? What is this? There we go. That was on 9/11 in 2015. Here's one from, I don't know when. Now let's not do that one then. They talked about Project Common Bond. Let's watch a thing about Project Common Bond.
I learned about Tuesday's Children as I am a victim of 9/11. I was able to get involved in it, and they reached out very quickly to me. We all know why we're here. We all know we share this common bond, so you don't have to make friends. You don't have to make an effort to make friends. You just already know you can go up to anyone and speak to them.
I came to this camp last year, and I was shy. I didn't know anybody. I was scared. I was like, oh, I'm gonna tell my story to all those people that I don't know. I'm already scared about my story. And so I started sharing my story here.
Project Common Bond has allowed me to realize the different cultures around the world and also realize how many people around the world have been affected by terrorism.
I've learned that it's possible to be happy in spite of all the difficulties that we have in life.
Oh, short. All right, let's do that daily death, which is
In Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Tuesday's Children was proud to host the first annual Family Program Summit. This summit benefits military families who have made the ultimate sacrifice. Gold Star families.
My husband was in the Navy and he died in 2018.
We lost my husband while he was training.
Working closely with its corporate partners, Comcast, the Philadelphia Phillies, SEI, and the program sponsor, the Justamir Foundation, the participants were treated to a 2-day program which offered motivational speakers, a career panel, helping heals projects, and exciting family engagement events.
I went to the Phillies game last night with Tuesday's Children and 2 of my children.
I love the excitement. The crowds get so wild and crazy. I love being in the middle of everything.
We watched them beat the Dodgers like 10-1.
All bases were loaded, and then they hit a home run.
My husband's death, there's been so much change. And I am only one person. I'm certainly not my late husband. He was an avid sports fan, so being able to come and connect with other families like ours shows our kids that we are not alone. And we get to honor and remember him doing something that he was absolutely passionate about.
Okay, sorry to interrupt that. I got height issues, and it just weirds me out seeing people so cool with being in that upper deck. I'm just like, oh, especially like taking a picture on the steps, looking up at someone. Oh, that vertigo. Okay, back to this.
Oh, Comcast was amazing. We got into this giant sphere.
Comcast was amazing.
How'd you like it?
Oh, I loved it. Wow, it was great.
The doors open like a spaceship, kind of. The sphere was cool because it was like a portal to another world. It was really awesome.
Felt like everything was moving around you, right?
Because it was 3D.
That was great.
Comcast is so proud to support Tuesday's Children. It's a phenomenal organization. For us, it builds upon our commitment to the military community, which started with our founder, Ralph Roberts. Today was very exciting. We were able to surprise each of the students here with a brand new laptop computer. Comcast is going to give each and every one of you your very own laptop computer. What do you think?
Thank you for giving us these computers. It'll really help.
You are welcome. I hope it helps you create all of your future of unlimited possibilities. The kids here today have overcome so many challenges, and we want to do our part to help make sure they have the tools and resources they need to have a successful future.
The idea behind the summit was to provide thoughts and ideas for those individuals that are going through difficult times.
When you lose a spouse, now that financial burden is on you.
You're sitting there at your kitchen table, you're not knowing what you're going to do the next day, but if somebody is there helping you, saying, tomorrow you're going to do this.
Even though I'm hurting through this, how can I continue to push forward?
We're talking to these experts. They're facilitating our conversations, and you realize that, wow, you have somebody to speak to. If you're having a problem in your own career.
Push forward to not just get stagnated, but to continue to live and have a purpose.
That you have a real feeling of that you're supported. And that's what really counts.
Tuesday's Children partnered with Operation Gratitude to create morale-boosting items to send to deployed service members. We are making pillowcases, and we just wanted to send a little bit of love and encouragement because we know it can be hard downrange.
I would like to thank Tuesday's Children for bringing us all together and making us feel like a community.
If you help people, the kindness will get back to you later in life.
The resilience that we gain from support and from others building us up, that we can turn a negative into a positive.
We're all just love. Every single one of us is just love. And our grief is because we love so deeply. And here we get to weave our love together and create a beautiful community that carries legacies forward.
Do the daily death. Yes, and I do realize the irony of doing a fundraiser with a death theme to raise money for helping people who are the victims of terrible, tragic things. Anyway, daily death. Let's do it. What Jason should we be? I don't think we've been Butcher Jason. Give him a more butchery weapon. Isn't there a golden machete over here too? No? Unknown. Snumsnog is a phone. Very sure. I think. Yeah. It's a phone. Alright, we're gonna do... Make sure there's not a butcher knife. There we go. Alright. Okay, this one doesn't look hard. I see the issue. Okay, I think I know what to do here. And I see where I've messed up.
Final girl.
Way to use a butcher knife? You've been doing such a good job, sweetie. Here's some extra bloodlust. Now go get them. Thanks, Mom. Number 10 for day 10, right? That's what the thing says. Today's the Monday show, which is the 10th. Tuesday is 11. Wednesday's 12. Halloween is Thursday, and that's Thursday. Okay, we're good. Alright, we're going to listen to some more Friday the 13th. I mean, no. More Tuesday's Children. Already watched this one. No. They're kind of long one, but it's too long. I just need one that's like 15 minutes at most. I need to hook up this controller. I need to grab a drink. Some hot chocolate to clean out whatever. So I go see one of the positive things about what happened in 2020 is I feel like staying home when you're sick became more acceptable, even when you're not like super sick. Oh, I can't get up. You know, there's the sick where it's like you have no energy, or if you move, you're gonna puke all over the place. It became like, oh, you got a cold or something? You stayed home. Bad cold, like a little. So anyway, I go to Goodwill. Got this nice Ravens hoodie there. Go to Goodwill on Friday, and the cashier is talking to a fellow employee who comes in, and they're both talking about how they're sick. Friday. Sunday, I wake up, throat is all messed up, my sinuses are all clogged. So I probably got sick from the cashier and the chick who came in to work sick. Well, they both came to work sick. The women just came in. Now they were both talking about how they're sick. But that was like I was saying, that was like the good thing about that was a good thing about 2020. It made it kind of acceptable not going to work when you're ill, maybe not just super ill. Alright, let's check this. Derby woman looks to spread message of hope after suffering loss.
The years following the attacks, we've all learned to adjust to a new way of life with new security procedures seemingly everywhere we go. We may grumble about the inconvenience at times, but for some people, the aftermath of 9/11 is an ever-present burden to bear. I sat down with a young woman from Derby who shared her remarkable journey from loss to learning how to live again.
I've had a lot of happiness come into my life through my husband, through my children.
Amanda Gregory Carpenter is a devoted wife and mother of 3. She's also an accomplished engineer who took a break from her career when her twin boys came along. Her life seems picture perfect, but Amanda carries a pain few of us can truly understand. She is a child of 9/11.
I was really proud of him. I was proud that he worked in the World Trade Center.
Amanda's father, Donald Gregory, was a bond broker for Cantor Fitzgerald.
And I think I remember even throughout high school, I would look up, when I would see that skyline and know that my dad was up there.
But for her father, family was everything.
in his suit from having worked a long day in the city. Again, starting at 6 o'clock in the morning, he would come straight to the baseball field or the softball field or to our basketball practice to coach our games.
Amanda's story of what happened on September 11th begins the day before, when she called home from college in Florida to talk to her father, who had just returned to Cantor Fitzgerald after heart bypass surgery.
And he said, I want to walk you down the aisle, I want to hold your children. And so when we got on the phone that night on September 10th, my dad said, I'm taking care of myself. And I said, Dad, I love you. And I remember very specifically hanging up the phone that night and pausing at my desk. It's a very vivid memory of pausing at my desk and just feeling like, I'm so glad I said that.
Just hours later, her father was gone.
And I didn't know that towers had fallen until I called my mom and said, when are they going to go and get him? And she said, Amanda, they're gone. And I didn't know what she meant. She said, they fell, they're gone.
Somehow Amanda survived those first few weeks and returned to Embry-Riddle University. She found comfort and support there, but soon realized in her journey through grief, she was wading through uncharted waters.
People didn't know how to deal with that kind of traumatic loss.
Still, she soldiered on, completing her master's degree and landing her first job in Iowa, followed by a position at Sikorsky in Connecticut. It was then that she heard about an organization called Tuesday's Children, established to help the 5,000 children who lost parents in the September 11th attacks.
It was a turning point for me in my grief process, in that I felt like I could pay it forward.
Today, Amanda continues to give back. When 20 first graders and 6 educators were killed at Sandy Hook Elementary School, she volunteered to help, sharing what she has learned.
I do hope for every family going through tragic loss and grief processing that they can see some hope, that happiness can come into your life.
Family is where Amanda finds her happiness. Through pictures, she is keeping her father's memory alive for her children. Her daughter already knows him as Grandpa Don.
And this was her first trip, not even one yet.
It has been a grueling 18 years processing what happened, but Amanda has grown stronger and can now offer this advice to all of us as we remember what happened on September 11th.
We realized the importance of feeling that life was so precious. And so I think that trying to find the good on an anniversary and remembering that feeling of coming together, calling a loved one, I think that's a great day to remember that.
An amazingly strong woman. And coming up on Eyewitness News at 6, Amanda shares what she has learned from the grieving process, the relationship between time and trauma, and how she was able to find some measure of peace to go on with her life.
Aaron Jeremy Jacobs.
Ingeborg Joseph.
Carl Henry Joseph.
Sheldon Robert Cantor.
A somber ceremony in New York this morning. Relatives read aloud the names of the nearly 3,000 people who lost their lives on September 11, 2001. 161 of those people had ties to Connecticut. It has been 18 years since that just terrible day.
And for many people, that may seem like a long time, but for those who lost loved ones, the trauma and grief can still feel just as fresh. Is that high school graduation?
So this is high school. That actually could be one of the last pictures I have with my father.
Amanda Gregory Carpenter shared a special bond with her dad.
This is probably one of my favorite pictures of me and my dad.
Oh, I love that. Amanda's father, Donald Gregory, was a bond broker who worked for Cantor Fitzgerald on the 101st floor of Tower 1 at the World Trade Center. And that's where he was on this terrible day 18 years ago. Amanda was a sophomore in college, and 2 weeks later, she returned to Embry-Riddle University to resume her studies.
Immediate weeks, months, I mean, essentially my college career, I look back now and realize it was incredibly difficult, probably more than I knew at the time. People didn't know how to deal with with that kind of traumatic loss.
Through the years, Amanda has learned to process and understand her emotions, but even after 18 years, time cannot erase the trauma.
I think there's a lot of assumptions that the farther away you go, whether it be 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, like, oh, you got past the first anniversary, you should be fine. Or past 5, then it's okay for you to move on. It doesn't follow a linear path. There's going to be triggers throughout your grief process.
For Amanda, those triggers were fire engines and ambulances, but even the time of year can bring back feelings of anxiety and despair.
It was about a month ago. I just kind of felt down, and I didn't know why, and I was like, oh, it's August, it's coming. And I realized, I was like, that's it.
In the first few years after the attacks, Amanda went with her family to the memorials that were held in New York City. But the 10th anniversary was different.
When they opened the memorial towers, being there with my brother and my sister, seeing my dad's name, it was incredibly difficult.
It has been a long journey, and even after all she's been through, Amanda says hope and happiness are still possible if you can find the courage to be open to it.
If your dad could see you right now, what would you hope that he would see in you?
Just love for family, that we're just continuing it, that I married a man that he would be proud of and he would love. And then I have children that are going to know his name, they're going to know his humor, they're going to know his story, and that I'm going to continue trying to help others so that his loss is not for nothing.
I know her dad would be really proud of her.
He would be.
Amanda got some important guidance along the way, Dennis, from a group that was formed especially to help the children of 9/11 who lost a parent on that day. And we'll have more on this group, Tuesday's Children, tonight on Eyewitness News at 11. A fantastic organization.
18 years and the pain and grief is still so raw.
Time can heal some things, but when it comes to trauma, a traumatic event like that, it's a little bit more difficult. It kind of stays with you, as I've learned.
Probably a little therapeutic to talk about it, too, with you.
Yes, but I could
and tell the story, but
I could see it coming back.
Very difficult. We'll be right back.
And tonight, Channel 3's Denise DeCenzo has more on an organization that to this day is helping these children make their way through life.
September 11th, 2001, a Tuesday America will never forget. 5,000 children were left without a parent on that dark day, but they have not walked alone. They are Tuesday's Children.
There were 4,000 organizations started after September 11th. We're one of very few left standing.
Sarah Winger-Rath-Schlanger is a senior director of Tuesday's Children, a group formed 18 years ago to address the special needs of the children of 9/11.
We're about post-traumatic growth. We're about making sure that we can have a positive journey and walk shoulder to shoulder with you.
Amanda Gregory Carpenter of Derby lost her father on September 11th. She was a sophomore in college and was struggling to make sense of what happened and how to move forward.
One of my dearest, closest friends to this day is someone I met from Tuesday's Children that very first night that I went to a Tuesday's Children event. For me, it was making those connections, understanding that I wasn't alone in what I was feeling, what I had dealt with.
We plan programming for every age and stage. We're about making sure that the resources are in place long term.
And sometimes Tuesday's Children steps in to help when grief begins to take a physical toll.
We had somebody right after 9/11 call and say, my child's not growing. They're physically not growing. They're not reaching any sort of developmental milestones. And that child needed intense traumatic support so that their body could refocus itself and begin to grow again.
Much has been learned from 9/11 about coping with traumatic loss, and Tuesday's Children has shared those lessons with Sandy Hook and other communities reeling from horrific events.
You know, here's our guidebook. Let us help you walk through this. We've taken a long-term healing model and made sure that we can put it in other communities, whether that be Newtown, Las Vegas, Parkland.
And Tuesday's Children says there's a way we can all help in that healing. A little kindness is all it takes.
What can we all do as neighbors, friends, to make it a little bit easier?
I think remembering that words matter. Nobody wants to hear it's time to move on. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear, how are you? They want to hear, how are you today? 110 women were pregnant on 9/11, so we still have work to do.
I'm Denise DeCenzo, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
What a beautiful organization, that's for sure. For more information on Tuesday's Children and how you can help, we have a link posted on the website, WFSB.com, and the Channel 3 app.
And I explained a bunch of stuff with nobody listening. Wow. Hold on. Anyway, the last thing I was saying is we're going to listen to some news, just because usually there's three sources of news. There's just news that gets kind of forced upon you, and then that stuff I take, and then I'll research anything that's like sounds off or fishy or like too good, or not too good, too a little bit unbelievable. Then I'll do random news, just random search engine, random word, see what stories pop up. And then what we're about to do is my 1 a.m. is I listen to a radio station from where I'm originally from, and they do national news, local news, and then Coast to Coast AM will do their news. Depending on who the host is. If it's regular host and certain backup hosts, they'll do news. One host never does, and then there's another host that sometimes does. Anyway, let's start that up.
That's what our campaign is about.
President visiting the semiconductor plant in Saginaw, Michigan, where he spoke for about 8 minutes and in a noticeably softer tone than in recent days, as he looks to earn more support. Saginaw Capital received $325 million in investments from the Biden administration. Touring a labor training site in Macomb County in one of the 7 key battleground states, which remains home to a dead heat that former President Donald Trump just Fox News from various federal agencies alleging interagency operation Monday at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, New York. The lockup where Sean P. Diddy Combs is being held is facing increasing scrutiny over horrific conditions and rampant violence. Prison officials not revealing specifics about Monday's operation. America's listening to Fox News.
If okay, for some reason it's pretty loud, but it doesn't look like it's picking it up on the mic. So let me set up Wrestling Empire. Some things just don't work like you think they will.
Fox's Ryan Schmelz, an appeals court ruling since the lower court made the right move to reinstate about 1,600 Virginia voters whose citizenship is in question, leading a swift criticism from Virginia Republicans like Congressman Morgan Griffin. Ruta condemning the move in an official address from NATO headquarters in Brussels. The DPR case ongoing in another breach of U.S. Ruta says he plans to speak with Ukrainian and South Korean officials on that issue, and NATO will continue to closely monitor the situation. And the White House hosting a celebration for Diwali, the Hindu festival of lights, a holiday meant to symbolize good winning over evil and light over darkness. President Biden introducing a video message from NASA astronaut Sunny Williams on the International Space Station, speaking of the importance of the holiday. Personnel from Frederick, Washington, and Franklin counties were dispatched to the scene. Officials say the fire was located northwest of Wolfville along the Frederick and Washington County line. Franklin County. During the fatal slaying of 22-year-old Miguel Conejero Romero of Sterling, Virginia, and 22-year-old Diego Alexander Willett of Arlington, Virginia. I'm Kevin McManus, WFMD News.
The 9:30 WFMD Skyscan forecast for Frederick and surrounding counties. Tonight, mostly clear. Overnight low in the lower 40s. For Tuesday, we'll see sunshine and a high that might touch 70 before we're all said and done. Tuesday night, mostly clear. Overnight low will be around 50. And then Wednesday and Thursday, for the middle of the week, both days we'll see sunshine with a high in the mid to upper 70s and maybe the lower 80s. Chance of rain moves into our area on Thursday night. We'll hang around Friday as well. PJ's Roofing. When it comes to your roof, we got you covered. Visit pjsroofing.com. I'm Chuck Brady. It's Coast to Coast on 9:30 WFMD.
From the heartland of America and the gateway to the West, good morning, good evening, wherever you may be across the nation, around the world. I'm George Norrie. This is Coast to Coast AM. Later tonight, hauntings as we get closer to Halloween. Here's what's happening. Former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris are nearly tied in Wisconsin. Now, that happens to be a key battleground state with just 8 days until Election Day, according to a new poll. The USA Today Suffolk University poll released Monday found that Mr. Trump and Kamala Harris neck and neck in Wisconsin, 48 to 47% respectively, from a statewide poll of 500 likely voters. The razor-thin results fell within the margin of error of 4.4%. We will have complete election coverage for you next Tuesday with updates throughout the night as we have our regular show as well. Nearly 50 locations of TGIF Fridays, the restaurants, abruptly closed within the past week, an ominous sign for the chain as a reported bankruptcy looms. According to TGI's Fridays store locator, the chain has 164 restaurants remaining as of Monday, a sharp decline from the 213 that they had as of last week. Google is reportedly working on a secret project which will use artificial intelligence agent in your web browser that will perform tasks on your behalf. The project has been codenamed Project Jarvis. What does it all mean? Let's check in with our expert, Lauren Weinstein. Lauren, what is this?
Well, this is one of those situations where you think you've already heard all the awful and risky applications of AI, and then along comes another one that's even worse. And this one is something that we knew was coming sooner or later. Unfortunately, it seems to be sooner rather than later. And what we're talking about right now falls under the general category of AI-based so-called digital assistants, also called virtual assistants, virtual agents. And I want to be clear that these reports that Google is working on this and may even be close to an announcement has not been confirmed by Google at this point, as far as I know. But it is logical that they'd be working in this area, and we know that other AI companies are working along these lines. So yeah, the idea is to bring to reality the big tech AI fantasy of a digital virtual assistant that can take over much of your life, at least to the extent that your life is trapped in your web browser. The general concept is that you let these AI systems read everything on your screen so that they know everything you're doing, and then you can ask them to do stuff via the browser for you that you'd otherwise do yourself. So a kind of classic example would be telling the AI you want to visit New York City from LA, and then the AI looks up ticket prices and hotel prices, and then goes ahead and actually buys the tickets in your name and books the hotel room for you, and all you have to do is smile. Now, of course, a whole list of potential problems comes up, even beyond the obvious privacy issues associated with letting an AI have that kind of access to what you're doing on your browser. Now, obviously, if the AI is going to be conducting financial transactions for you, any misunderstandings or mistakes it makes could be pretty serious in terms of negative implications for you, not for the AI, because it seems kind of unlikely that any kind of serious responsibility would be taken by these firms for errors that their AIs make along these lines, at least judging from their current attitude about errors and misinformation copiously flowing forth from their chatbots and such. Personally, even if these AIs were less error-prone, I wouldn't want an AI digital assistant, because you're the one who's going to end up ultimately having to deal with whatever decisions the AI makes that turn out not to have been in alignment, shall we say, with what you actually wanted to do. And all this isn't even taking into account the ramifications of hackers got into these AI-assisted dialogues and action sets. For example, pretending to be you and ordering the AI to do any number of things in your name that wouldn't be to your benefit. Now, here's an example of something about AI mistakes that's relevant. Over the weekend, I tested Google Gemini with an easy, fact-based question about the classic 1956 sci-fi film Forbidden Planet. I asked it if Dr. Morbius was the only human on the planet when the relief ship arrived. The correct answer is no. His daughter, Altera, was there too. But Gemini replied that he was alone. So I asked, well, what about his daughter? Wasn't she there also? And Gemini replies, oh yeah, actually she was. And is a main character in the film. And I say, well, why did you claim Morbius was alone just now? And Gemini says, sorry for the oversight. Now, Gemini may be sorry, but I don't trust these answers, even to simple fact questions, because these systems are often just plain wrong. And I certainly would never trust them about anything important. So do you really want these systems acting as your digital assistant controlling your web browser? One thing's for sure, I don't want anything to do with them, period.
I agree with you, Lauren. We'll see what happens. Lauren Weinstein, our expert on the internet. Men who strongly conform to traditionally masculine behaviors are significantly less likely to receive crucial diagnosis and treatment for serious cardiovascular conditions, according to new research. The study suggests that societal pressure on men to appear tough and self-reliant may be literally putting their hearts at risk. NASA's astronauts aboard the International Space Station have been told to prepare for an urgent evacuation amid growing safety concerns. The U.S. Space Agency and its Russian counterpart are tracking 50 areas of concern related to a growing leak aboard the station. NASA is now calling the cracks in a Russian service module a top safety risk, escalating the threat rating to 5 out of 5. Here's Stephen Cates, Dr. Sky, with his weekly report. That's a scary situation up there in space, Doc.
Absolutely, George, and we know it's a very old spacecraft, but hopefully brighter minds and more technology will give us a new space station, and hopefully one with artificial gravity. George, we say good morning and good evening to everybody listening. The sun tops the news again. Solar cycle 25 obviously continues strong. Late last week, another powerful solar flare, an X3.3, erupted on the left edge of the sun. This U-shaped sunspot group on the sun now is made up of 3 active regions, known as active region 3873, 72, and 69, with obviously a high potential for more Earth-facing flares and CMEs over the next few days. So stay tuned for some new geomagnetic storm potential in the near future, too. But George, as we all know, the big one is lurking around the corner. The peak of solar cycle 25, in case we missed it last week or anybody didn't hear it, possibly as early as March of 2025. But an S2 proton radiation storm is actually hitting the Earth now. Not something dangerous for Earth inhabitants, of course, from these past X-flares. Going back into space, like we were talking about the space station, astronauts can suffer from space adaptation syndrome. What's that? One of the astronauts on the recently returned Crew Dragon 8 mission was experiencing a medical issue, then released from a Florida hospital, now, thank God, in stable condition. But to date, some 600 astronauts have gone to space, and the space adaptation syndrome occurred in at least 50% of these astronauts' journeys. What is it? They suffered from mild to severe nausea, headaches, and visual effects and lights. Seen by many, the exposure to zero gravity, zero G, also the effects of radiation, can be part of this syndrome. But much more necessary research obviously needs to be done to create space stations and study long-duration missions with a concept called artificial gravity. That would help astronauts in a much more medical way. To wrap it up with the live skies, we close, George, with the month of October. Comet Chuchin-Shan is still visible dark skies, but in binoculars, high in the west-northwest and west-southwest, more precisely at sunset. No moonlight to interfere, as the moon is new on November the 1st. But a second comet was thought to be a grand sight, too, at the end of October. It was known as Comet C, 2024 S1, a sun-grazing comet. But sadly, the comet, George, has been eaten up by the sun. Maybe next time for one of those.
November offers up a few meteor showers, and Jupiter lights up our night sky. Simply look high into the northeast sky or high into the northeast, starting at around 10 p.m. More, of course, at theskylive.com, and more on Dr. Sky at drsky.com. What do we say? Always remember to keep your eyes to the skies. Simply, I'm your navigator in the shows on the highway to the heavens. Have a safe and happy Halloween. Thank you.
You too, Dr. Sky. Enjoy yourself. In a moment, Nick Baggett's back with us as we will talk about uncovering the deep state and what it all means. Next on Coast to Coast AM.
All right, that didn't start the way I wanted, but yeah, that's an example of where I get a third of my news. I don't know if you heard the part about North Korea sending troops to Russia to help Russia against Ukraine. I think I heard that right. I don't think they're going to Ukraine to fight Russia. Anywho, craziness in the world. But charities like Tuesday's Children help. So you should probably go donate by hitting the link in the description. Top description if you want to learn more about Tuesday's Children. Link to the YouTube channel is at the bottom of the description. Alright. We are going to do an hour of Jason Voorhees as a professional wrestler. And the controls. Sounds good. Test, test, test. Okay, we're good there. Sounds good. Put an hour and 5 on the clock. And that was unexpected. Okay, I see what I'm doing wrong. I'm hitting the, there's one button set to exit, and I keep hitting it. That's a problem. There we go. Alright, here's a list of all the brands. Lance Monaco, that's Vince McMahon. Fanny Monaco, I think that's Stephanie. Weekend Warriors, Danny Might is Dana White. Anton Chinaki is Antonio Inoki. Maple Leaf Grappling, John Crockett. I think it's Jim Cornette. Super Lucha Libre, Derek Switchoff is Eric Bischoff. Strong Style Wrestling, Russell Haystacks. Not sure who that is. That should probably be the Tony Khan character. Matt Diggy, that's the guy who developed the game, is all original creations there. And then Wrestling School, which is a mix of original creations and wrestlers. Yeah, we are seeing the roster. Maybe some people were tired, some people weren't. Let's I see you've decided to take responsibility for what happens behind the scenes, Jason Voorhees. You take this route, it's your responsibility to get through the curtain in time for your match. Better only enter when your time is lit up green, as amber means somebody else's match. Also, your responsibility to spend your energy on the right things at the right time to stay healthy. This world is full of distractions. We're trying to make sure you get a good night's sleep at a sensible time. You must also look after your mental health along the way, and I've seen a lot of wrestlers lose control. I don't want to spoil all the surprises. Just get out there and see what the city has in store for you. If it's too much for you to handle, you can always opt out and skip straight to the action at any time. You never should have taken this step, Jason Voorhees. You don't have what it takes to survive in the real world. You want to be escorted to the ring safely, just admit you made a mistake and back out. Just try and stay out of trouble to protect yourself. If you can't do that, I still have your back. Some guy has my back. Alright, go ahead and prove your point. I don't want any more trouble. Why are you in the bathroom? Conference starting. It's Stone Cold. He just needs some. Is there a conference room? Podcast studio, TV studio, hotel, bar, barbershop, court, plane, airport, hospital, cemetery, gym, toilet, backstage. Oh, press. And you get the press conference. Welcome to the world of wrestling, Jason Voorhees. It's an honor to be your first opponent. I'm gonna murder this man. That doesn't mean I'll be going easy on you. You need to learn how to take your share of bumps. Except, am I gonna kill this guy? Just give it your best and we'll see if you have what it takes to do this for a living. Kill him, Jason. Crush his head, Jason. Crush it. Oh, what the heck? About. Tap out. Less strong. Jason Voorhees reached the limit of wrestling school's popularity and must find new audiences elsewhere. In all the latest action from wrestling school's public show, Voorhees made Gladiators McGugan submit at 5:57. McGugan's profile has suffered considerably after incurring a loss at a major event. Splitters McGugan has questioned the results of that match and intends to appeal it in court. Take that. Winning your first match at wrestling school was the best possible start, Jason Voorhees. The hotel is over here. Hey, Jake Voorhees, I popped for that counter you did. You think you could teach me how to pull it off? That's your attitude, then forget it. I was only trying to find a positive in your match. First week in November 2024. Federation Online has become significantly more popular in recent weeks with ratings up to 95%. That's Stephanie McMahon's. Moving on, Doug Turner has left wrestling school to pursue a career at Lucha Libre. Doug Turner. Is he Shane Douglas? Doug Turner's status is being compromised by the limitations of Lucha Libre. David Highbrow, that's Damien Sandow, or I can't remember what his name is now, left wrestling school to pursue a career at Strong Style Wrestling. Coder, that's Cody Rhodes, is pleased that David Highbrow has joined Strong Style Wrestling. 18 partners. After 10 hours of comfortable sleep, dang, Jason Voorhees' energy levels are now at 100. Imagine news about your sleeping. Greatest show on earth. Federation Online has overtaken All American Wrestling and become the most popular brand of wrestling with ratings of 95%. read. What? Oh, geez. This court has convened to hear the case against Jason Voorhees. I think that's Gorilla Monsoon. Or is that Splitters McEwen? You press charges. Could you explain? The history books claim that Jason Voorhees beat me, but everybody knows it wasn't fair. If we walked back every mistake ever made, we'd have to go back to when Splitter was born. God, Jason. After hearing what you have to say and reviewing the evidence, court rules in favor of... Voorhees, you broke every rule in the book to steal a victory over Splitters McEwen. You're now on the wrong side of history, and I also order you to pay $2,737 in lost revenue. What? I don't even have that much. I need to go get signed. Delivery's profile has risen 81% after putting Venom on the cover of their 2024 video game. Venom is Surfer Sting. Newbie Witt has defeated Billy DeMond of Flodemont to become the new postgraduate champion of wrestling school. I don't think Newbie Nate's an original character. Too good to be bad. The fans insist on treating Jace Voorhees as a face despite his attempt to play heel. Interesting. Overqualified. Jason Voorhees' status is being compromised by the limitations of wrestling school. Voorhees has been booked to face Tall Order in a last man standing match on the 4th of November. That tombstone is a nice finisher. I can't wait to kick out of it. Why are we in court? Bro just showed up to my court case to talk trash. Unbelievable. Third week of November. Pink has turned face and will now be portrayed in a positive light. Breeze appears to have gained weight. The 25-year-old now weighs 202. Roland Wiener has developed a friendship with Sumo Ray of Weekend Warriors. I think Roland Wiener is... What is his name? Sumo Ray is Yokozuna, I'm pretty sure. Roland Wiener is... I'm picturing him. He's English. Like a really good technical wrestler, but WCW made him like a comedy wrestler. Can't remember his name. Dangal has left wrestling school to pursue a career at Super Lucha Libre. His Voorhees profile suffered from a lack of exposure in recent weeks. Hanging out at the courthouse this whole time. Gucci Mama following me. Who the heck is in my house? What's your problem, Jace Voorhees? Don't touch me unless you want to fight. Bro, you're in my house. No starting, I gotta go. like rats. Sergeant Slaughter, did you know you can change your hairstyle by taunting in the barber's chair? Didn't ask. I guess I'm not ready to go out. Anyway, Hoochie Mama. That was interesting. It says here you can literally lose control if you don't look after your mental health. An empty arenas match? What the heck? That's a booger. Bands, I know you're cowering backstage clinging to that undergraduate title of yours. That may be the safest place for you right now, but the treasure can't stay buried forever. What, am I a pirate? I want you to pay attention to what happens next in this match, because you're next. Really killing this guy. Oh, this guy's not dead. He might be after this match. What? Oh my god, what a counter. the hell? Jeez. There's his face. That's fun. Sebastian's Lava Profile suffered considerably after being defeated so easily in that match. In Lovelace's action was a skill training session. Jason Voorhees made Sebastian submit in hard. That's a training session? Counterattack Jason Voorhees as a heel who is despised by the fans. Yes. Popularity and attitude's gone down. Running out of. My cell phone. Fourth week of November. Wrestling Show has crowned Tyler Terrier as their new co-ed champion. Tyler Terrier, Barry Zerka, such a berserker, left wrestling school to pursue a career at Weekend Warriors. Weekend Warriors is like MMA. So, big, huge dude with a Viking persona doing MMA. Viking style wrestling. Go. Sleeper hold. After 7 hours of comfortable sleep, Jason Voorhees' energy level is now 100%. He's got a hammer and everything. Next door. Right back. Congratulations on beating Sebastian Slaughter yet again. That raised your profile to 77. I don't know who you are. Go ahead, champ. Oops, not the right way. You have to get in one of these trains. I'm gonna get to the press conference on time. I lost my cell phone. What order was big question? Ooh. What's you? No matter how many matches I win, you ignorant people never give me the respect I deserve. But I'll teach you some respect by making an example out of this poor son of a bitch. You just called my mom a bitch. It's not about how many times you win, it's how you win and defines a great wrestler. Listen to talking. You feel trouble understanding how the world guy beats you right now. Pull his head off. Ooh, shoot, first person? That's crazy. see the hot dog when he's refereeing the match. Border profile suffered considerably after incurring a loss at a major event. That encounter sabotaging Voorhees as a face who has a supportive fans going back and forth. Billy May has defeated Ona Budisha to become the new Yoshi champion of Rising Sun Purusu. I think those are real women. I don't know who they are, though. Jordan Hangtime, I believe that's Billy Kidman. Left Super Lucha Libre to career. Rising Sun Purusu. Sleeper hold. After 8 hours of comfortable sleep, Jason's levels are now at 100. We're pleased to be joined in studio by Jason Voorhees of Wrestling School. I better be getting paid for this. Setting aside your personal feelings, which promotion do you think has the highest TV ratings right now? This Federation ratings are up to 93%. You obviously pay attention to every aspect of this business. Everybody knows you're at wrestling school, but what do you think of Weekend Warriors? I mean, it kind of is worse. I can't use any weapons. Huge fan of Weekend. I need money. Anyway, Mike, happy to hear that. Maybe we'll see you working there one day. So tell us how your training is going, Jason Voorhees. How agile would you say you are right now? My agility is 70%. No, that's not what you're billed at. You obviously don't take your training seriously. Son of a bitch. I think you came across quite well, Jason Voorhees, so thanks for your time. What? Handcuffs. With handcuffs. I guess there's a guy named Handcuffs. There's Polka Paulo's team. If I need... Give me that ribs, Jason Voorhees. I deserve that more than you do. I hope it's worth fighting for, because now I will have to take it the hard way. Let's go with some more. Show's starting, I gotta go. Money? No way I have a match. What is this? Hugging? Seriously think that hiding behind Roland Wiener will help you, Norman Smiley, help you survive this? Everybody knows that your weakest link, Jason Voorhees, and you're about to get broken. Thought I was being merciful to my opponents by giving them half as much of my wrath. But congratulations on pissing both of us off, Polka Paulo. You're about to get it in stereo. Put him in handcuffs, that's awesome. Oh, jeez. I mean, it's like a handcuff match? Get down, I'm getting down, I'm getting down. Yep. There you go. Nate profile suffered from being on the losing team in that match. Okapalo's profile suffered considerably from being the losing participant in that match. Jason Voorhees has reached the limit of wrestling school's popularity and must find new audiences elsewhere. Oh, it's a handcuffs tag match. Get it. Roland Wiener's profile's improved after being on the winning team in that match. I found money. Another win just makes you another target, Voorhees. Now it will mean even more when I beat you. my undergraduate title that badly, then you should beat me in the ring for it. We both know that will never happen, so drop it before I drop you. I'm so glad we won that match, Jason Voorhees. It was a pleasure working with you. Second week of December. Slaughter and Graffiti is Nasty Boys have defeated Savage and Eagle, that's Legion of Doom, become new tag team champions of All American Wrestling with WWE. Machismo and Petro, All and Nash, or Diesel and Razor Ramon, defeated Ryan Schneider and Frank Incensed, forget who they are, become the new tag team champions of Super Lucha Libre. Benz has developed a friendship with Federico Fischer of Super Lucha Libre. Interesting. 7 hours comfortable sleep. Jason Voorhees levels are now at 100%. Where his status being compromised by the limitations of wrestling school. What the? The hotel. Hey, Jason Voorhees, I popped for that counter you did into a diamond cutter. You teach me how to pull it off? You wouldn't understand. Guys, just get it. I was just trying to find a positive in your match. Find some money. Look at me. War. Another tag team. Right. Excuse me. What in the world? I'm in the smash, man. I don't like Michael Myers, unfortunately. Tommy Hawk's profile has improved after being on the winning team in that match. Where his skills risen to 97 after participating in that match, Rupert Royal is upset that he was barely involved in that match. Well, don't tap out such. Sebastian Slauber's agility has risen to 65% after participating in that match. Uh-oh. Eating vegetables again doesn't mean anything. You need a wider variety of things, please. With here, you get paid for any mess you clean up with the broom. heck? I'm getting mugged. Where Jason Voorhees? What? You find a lot of doors are closed if you don't have enough credit. Oh, crap. Why won't anyone sign me? Flying Feline has left Rising Sun Paroriso to pursue a career at Wrestling Revolution. Rip Races. Triple H has renewed his contract with Federation Online and will remain on the roster for the next 6 weeks. Brock Lesnar has renewed his contract with Weekend Warriors and remain on the roster for the next 46 weeks. Corey Cussin defeated newbie Nate to become the new postgraduate champion. Wrestling school, I believe those are characters. Big question. Skills has deteriorated considerably recently. Pedro appears to have gained weight. The 41-year-old is now weighs 300 pounds. 6 hours of uncomfortable sleep. Jason's Voorhees energy level are at 83%. Here, scientists are concerned that there could be a zombie apocalypse. Don't I know it? Wow. Do you have any money? Good. Geez, are you sure you need that phone? The prop department will bill you $500 for it. Phone will be here when you get back, but it doesn't belong in the wrestling ring. Why am I fighting this? Worries I'm tired of being mentioned in the same breath as you. It's time to change the conversation. Okay, everybody talks about me like I'm your inferior, but we both know that I've always been your superior. I got both balls in that match, didn't I? I'm sure you would prefer me to stay in that shadows, but my light is too bright for that. Don't worry about shadows too much, because you won't be seeing any more of those after I knock your lights out. Oh, he surprised me at the door. What the heck? Encounter stepped Tommy Hawk as a heel who's despised by the fans. Poor Tommy Hawk. These Warriors has reached the limit of Wrestling Soul's popularity and must find new audiences elsewhere. But how? Von Blunder has generated a buzz by interfering in that match. We didn't really interfere. What? He backed up hungry. He's also you was poor. Alright, you can have it. I hope it's worth it because I'm never going to forgive you for this. Took my phone anyway. You're looking for Julian Dam. I saw him in the junction. Why would I be looking for Julian Dam? What the heck is a junction? Yeah, I don't know what the junction is. He may have beaten me in the ring where but what will be different outside of it? This here, you can initiate conversations with people by taunting in their direction. Lucha Libre's ratings have risen to 86% since Venom became their heavyweight champion. Roy has come down with an illness and is in poor health this week. Big questions left wrestling school to pursue a career in All-American Wrestling. Tommy Hawk's feud with Jason Voorhees appears to have too lost momentum. It's no longer over with the fans. Jorge Cushion's skills have improved considerably in recent weeks. Did he gain a bunch of weight? Split Cars McGuins has developed a heated rivalry with Mick Marvel. I believe that's Mark Merrill of Weekend Warriors. Aaron Benson, that is Ahmed Johnson, has left wrestling school to pursue a career at Federation. After 8 hours of ongoing sleep, Jason's energy levels. Back on 2024, Jason Voorhees won 80% of his 5 matches. 80%? Oh, yeah. That stupid little court date. Unbelievable. Oh, there's money. Christmas Chaos singles with one blunder. Pictures of money. The hoochie that took my phone. They get to press conference. I'll probably make money. I'll talk to you. Welcome to this press conference as we look ahead to Blonde Blunder versus Jason Voorhees. Blonde Blunder, could you start us off on how you intend to cope with Jason Voorhees? Jason Voorhees doesn't have the right attitude for this business, and I'll teach him a lesson. Is this person for you, Jason Voorhees? How much do you want to hurt Blonde Blunder? I'm more powerful than Blonde Blunder, and he's going to feel every bit of it. Already sounds like a fight you can't afford to miss, so don't forget to buy your tickets. Jeez. Oh, I said not a very good eye, though. It was a setup all along. I think I deserve an award for that performance. Huh? Sorry, you didn't get a copy of the script. It's worried, but you're just a puppet. I was fighting somebody else. could have seen your face when you found out it was as illnesses. I'm glad you enjoyed pulling with everybody for a moment because you're fun to watch. Outdoor show in December while it's snowing. Looking like, sounds like my cat's here. Chant easy dub. Right in the face.
2.
2 3/4. Come on. Holy cow. Oh, jeez. Right on me. Jeez. where he says, reach the limit of wrestling show's popularity, must find a new audience somewhere where counters have Blonde Blunder as a heel who is despised by the fans. Do I get any money for that? Apparently found enough money to the hotel. Let's get to the hotel. Busy. There's a phone. Oh, I have a phone. Where from me? I have narcolepsy. Ooh, I definitely need to call this. Alright, folks. Let me see what. Dick Swagger has defeated Helix to become the new Intercontinental Champion. Federation on. Oh, Dick Swagger is Venus. Helix is X-Pac. Uber Royal has developed a friendship with Trojan Force at Roman Reigns. Uber Royal we established as William Regal. Tough enough. Shank's stamina has improved considerably recently. Cole Horn has developed a heated rivalry with Buttermonk, a Rising Sun Hirosu. Tell me how that's pronounced. 7 hours of sleep. Jason, where he was at 80%. I could have stayed in the hotel. The year is now 2025, and Jason Voorhees has turned 45 years old. He has been wrestling for 10 weeks, during which time he has won 67% of his 6 matches. Alright, we're going to call it. Like on Halloween night, we're going long. So we're probably going to do multiple games. Obviously, Daily Death. Probably do this. Probably do Aerodrome. Probably watch a movie. Oh, you can do a lot. But let's get out of here. Call it a night. Let's, of course, double check, see if anyone's donated. There we go. Something was out of juice. Nope, no one's donated, but we still got the 120 in pledges. Yep, this is what it is. Like, subscribe to notifications, follow, all the other fun stuff. Peace.